Hi, this is my assignment for the admin control panel. So as you see, I am logged in already, so I'm going to log out. I'm going to log in as www. Oh, no such user. How about I go back home and register. So I'll register as www. So now I'm logged in. I can see the secret page. I can go back home. I can log out. I can log in as wq, and I'll say bad password. So I'm going to log in as the admin pass. Now I'm an admin and I have all these admin options. I can see all the users. I can update them. So I'm going to update this. So now the username is W2. Update. I'm going to delete that user. Okay. Add a new user. Username is YYY. There's the user. Add another user. Username is Frank. Example.com. Password is pass. Add. So I'm going to log out and log in as Frank. So Frank and pass. I'm logged in. See the secret page. Log back out. Log in as admin. Let's see all the users. Here's Frank. I'm going to update Frank. Make his password pass2. And log out and log back in as Frank. New password is pass2. Log in. So I'm logged in. Log out. Log in as admin. Pass. Look at all the users. I can delete that one. Delete Tom. Delete Frank. Here to log out. Try to log in as Frank again. Pass2 says no such username. So I can go home, register as Frank. Maybe I'll put a 3 in there. It says poorly formatted username. Please use all letters. Okay, so I'll just say Frank. And my password is pass. So I'm logged in. Log out. Log in as admin. Admin pass. See all the users. There's Frank. I can update Frank. Make his password Q. And delete him. So let's look at the code. Same code as my sessions examples, but I've got a few more classes and got an admin class. So I've got an admin controller, which is using view and the user model. It's got the same dispatch function that the other ones have. I've got this little block here to make sure that the session is set and the session username is set and the session username is admin, otherwise it's not going to let you in. So let's test that out. If I log out and I'll log in as Frank, his password is Q. No. Let's see. How about I just register? So now I'm logged in and I'm going to go to the admin page. I've got to be admin to be there, so that works. So it checks to see if the action is list users, and if it is, it calls this method getAll from the user model, and that returns all the users, and it loops through them all, builds this data associative array, passes it to the getView method of the view model, and builds that list of users page. So I also have a add user form action, which just shows the add user form. So if I'm admin, let's see, let me log out as Frank, log in as admin. I have add new user, vp add new user, www. That user already exists. Let's see all the users. If I try to update this user, so his username is P, that username is taken. So the update user form just shows the update user form. The delete user calls the delete user method from the user model and then sends the person back to the admin list users page. Update user, first it checks to see if the new username exists with a different ID than the current ID that's in the post variable. And if that's true, then that means the admin is trying to change the username to something else that already exists. So at that point I stop them and say the username's already taken. Otherwise the admin is just trying to update the record, so I just delete it and add a new one. And either way I send them back to the list of users. Well, that's not true. In the second case I send them back to the list of users. So I have the add user action that receives the post variables and calls the add user method of the user model, and then prints the location header to go back to the list of users. And if it can't find any of those actions, then it's just going to do the default action of get home, which means it takes the admin to the admin home page. And that is the admin controller. The other two are already there. So let's see, a new model is well, there's no new models, but I did move some functions from the user controller to the user model because they just deal with getting and setting data, and so they should be models, not controllers. For example, I moved delete user, and I made this function called user exists. So for example, in this add user method, I can just call the method user exists to see if this user already exists. If it does, then it'll give the message that the username already exists and they have to choose a new username. If it doesn't exist, insert it with the last ID, make a salt, all that stuff is the same as last time. Get user password has been moved to the model file, model class. Get user ID, get info. This is the method that fills out the form. Well, it returns the data that fills out the form when the admin is trying to update a user. So let's see. There are some new views. The update user form, posting, multi-part form data. Got the ID in there as a hidden parameter. User row. This is the admin sees on that page right there. I need to log in as the admin. And so each one of these is a user row, so it fills out this template. And there's the add user form, which is just like the register form, except different action and no values filled in. Well, the action is going to the admin controller, so you're going to have to be admin to use this form. And that is it.